Okay, let's get started with the tutorial. To access the web modeler, you just need to go to your cloud URL, log in if you need to, and from here we can access the modeler. Okay, and so this is the project view. Here you can create a new project, which is a folder that will contain all of the BPMN diagrams that relate to a specific project. If you've had previous versions of Camunda Cloud, you could see a project here that's labeled Migrated Diagrams and Forms. It's automatically generated if you've had some diagrams from before March 2022. So if you see that, it's just your old diagrams before the version change. Okay, so we can actually start a new project for the tutorial. To do that, I'm just going to click New Project. Now I'm in the New Project folder. At the top, we can give the project a name. In this case, I'm just going to say Modeler Tutorial. And now I can configure the actual project and add any diagrams that I might need. So on the right, you see there's a Collaborators section. So here you can add other users that can collaborate with you on this project. So right now there's only one user, and that's me, project admin. And if I click to add user, I can then write up to 20 email addresses, and as well as a description. And what this will do is you'll send an email invite to anyone that you want to collaborate with you in this project. So here you have a button that will give them access rights. So project admin gives them rights to everything. They can even edit the project themselves, or they can also invite other people to the project. There's the editor role, which doesn't allow people to make changes to the project itself, but they will be able to add new subfolders and new diagrams and edit any existing diagrams. The commenter role is not for editing diagrams or anything like that, but just for adding comments to diagrams. And the most basic role, the viewer role, they can only view the diagrams, but they can't make any changes to them. So for this to work, just fill in the email addresses, fill in the description, click send invites, and they'll get an email with an invite link to your project. Okay, so the first thing that we might want to do is actually add a new process model that we can work on. And here you have some different options. So we can browse templates if you already have some templates available. You kind of want to start from there. You can start with a blank model, of course, or any other templates that have already been defined for your working space. So if I click a template, I can actually either use the template or look at its details. So here I can see a description of what the diagram is actually doing and what the use cases are. So there's some other options from this drop-down menu. So we can create a brand new BPMN diagram. We can create a DMN diagram, a new form, or a connector template. Also, if you want to add subfolders, you can do that here. And additionally, you can upload any already existing BPMN diagrams to the project. So in this case, I'm just going to click BPMN diagram to start off with our first process model. And it's going to directly take me in there. So if you want to go back to the project view, you just need to click here next to your process model name, and you can see the BPMN diagram there. So you have some options. If we click the three dots here, where we can share the diagram, we can delete it, duplicate it if needed, or move it to a subfolder. Okay, at this point you should all be set up to actually create your first process model. In the next segment, we'll actually look at going into the actual web modeler and creating a very simple BPMN diagram.